Buenos tardes or good afternoon, damas y caballeros. And to our friends abroad, good morning, good noon, and good evening. All VAT subscribers or our subscribers who have been with us from the beginning would recall several blogs from the blogcaster as early as when President Bongbong Marcos came to power, and he adopted a not really a anti-China policy, but it is a policy that is directed more towards protecting and advancing the interests of the Philippines over China. Hindi naman natin pwede sabihin pro-American because it's also pro-China, pro-Australia, pro-Canada, because these are allied countries that are helping protect our economic zone, protect our territorial integrity against China. So, when Marcos started adopting that kind of foreign policy and which represented a big departure from the pro-China, yun talaga pro-China Duterte policy, we warned that come the 2025 and 2028 elections, lalo na yung 2028 na presidential election, the not only will local politicians like the pro-China Duterte administration will work to regain power, but even China will help out. Sabi nga natin, delikado yan dahil bottomless ang pera ng China. And they will really, they will also use their big, huge system and set mechanism of cyber warriors. Remember, sa China lang, over 1 billion ang population nila. Tayo, kahit mag-online tayo lahat, 120 million lang Filipinos. Pero sila, 1 billion. Meron talaga sila mga lugar dyan, na mga probinsya, na mga syudad, dedicated to attacking lang the enemies of China. And they already did this sa Amerika. Marami na nakitang traces ng Amerika na they supported a pro-China candidate sa Amerika. So, or to disrupt lang man the election doon. Kasi the America's downfall is to their advantage. So, sinabi natin, the more gagawin nila sa China, kaya sabi natin, wag niyo maliitin si Vice President Sara Duterte. She may be soon be wanted by the ICC, baka ma-issuean na ng arrest warrant sa kanya, but or hindi, or bababa yung, tulad ngayon bumababa yung popularity rating niya. But if she's still around for the 2028 election, it is possible that China will really help her to not only to kick out the Marcoses, but to also, totally regain control of the Philippines. 6 years can do so much for them. The same way yung 6 years ni Duterte gave them the time to fortify and complete yung mga military fortress nila dyan sa West Philippine Sea. So, we were repeatedly warning in our previous blogs na with that stand by Marcos, they will not only work to kick out Marcos, but to also prepare to or help, the Dutertes elect pro-Chinese candidates. And this operation may start as early as the 2025 senatorial and local election, as well as the 2028 presidential election. And finally, the National Security Agency, NSC, confirmed this, na meron na nga sila nakikita na operations or cyber operations ng China to influence our 2025 senatorial election. Kasi kung mapa-elect nga nila na mga pro-China senators at pro-China congressional candidates, they can really take control of Congress and the Senate at walang magagawa si Marcos. He will be under the control or hostage ng Senado at ng Kongreso. Every move niya na deemed inimical or contrary to the interests of China, pwede nila harangin or papatayin dyan sa Kongreso at Senado. Kaya the more reason you have to share this vlog to friends and relatives, kasi yung sinasabi nating clear and present danger ay confirmed na. Na yung China will really influence to make sure na maraming pro-Chinese at makontrol nila yung Senado at yung Kongreso, pati yung mga local government positions in the country, lalo na yung mga influential mayors and governors. So the National Security Council has finally issued such warning after meeting with President Bongbong Marcos and other security officials in Malacanang this week. So i-play natin yung interview kay National Security Council Assistant Director General Jonathan Malaya, who confirmed what we have been warning all along. So i-play na po natin ito, and we will give our analysis later.
ADG, I'm glad that you mentioned the cybersecurity issue here because several countries are accusing China of a massive cyber attack campaign. They're calling it, as I understand, Advanced Persistent Threat 31 or something like that. Are similar attack offensives also being observed in the Philippines?
Yes, we have been seeing more and more challenges. If you remember, a few weeks back, or if not a month ago, the Department of Information and Communications Technology issued a warning to the public that there has been persisting cyber attacks from foreign sources. No? And that is why it is critical for the Philippines to beef up its cybersecurity, not only in the government side, but also on the private sector. The President has given clear instructions. That is why, for example, in the National Intelligence Coordination Agency, NICA, the President issued an executive order creating a new office within NICA for cybersecurity. The purpose really is to prepare us for increased malign influence operations coming from foreign sources, and to prepare the Philippines for more aggressive foreign interference utilizing the cyber domain, which is why the National Security Council is also sounding the alarm on possible electoral interference by foreign entities, because next year, 2025, is an election year. Given that it's an election year, we should be starting to prepare now on how to protect the integrity of the electoral process and protect it from cyber attacks.
Okay, when you say persisting cyber attacks from foreign sources, have we already traced which foreign countries these attacks originate from? Are they just coming from one single country or different foreign entities?
That's a very good question, but I think it is best, Katrina, if you can interview the DICT. They have more details of this matter, but we have expressed to them our concern, and we have also relayed to them that we need to have a robust cybersecurity strategy, and to also prepare for the 2025 elections for any possible foreign interference.
Okay, give us an idea with regard to this possible foreign interference during our 2025 midterm elections, so that the public can at least be aware of any red flags that they might encounter online. What is actually happening here? What are the breadcrumbs that actually lead you to the idea that there will be foreign interference during the 2025 midterm elections in the Philippines?
Well, we see a consistent pattern abroad. No, we have seen foreign interference in elections in most democracies, because democracies are, of course, by the very nature of the system of government, is vulnerable to cyber attacks, primarily because of the primarily because of the freedom of speech, and the freedom of speech and the openness and transparency of such democracies. So we have seen foreign interference, for example, in elections in the United States. We have seen foreign interference in elections in Ukraine. And in many other democracies in the world. So since it is the responsibility of government to prepare us for any eventualities, and given that we are strategically located in flashpoints in our region, it would be prudent for the Philippines to start preparing for that. Ensure that our election database is secure from hacking.
So yun, nakikita nyo, since very interesado ang China sa Pilipinas dahil not the Philippines itself, but more yung sea lane natin dito na mga 70 to 80% ng komersyo ng mundo dito dumadaan sa sa West Philippine Sea. So kung makontrol yan ng China, pwede talaga nila masabotahe yung ekonomiya ng Amerika, yung Europa by limiting yung passage ng mga barko na sa open sea lane na yan. So very strategic ang Pilipinas sa geopolitical financial interest ng mundo. Dahil dito nga nagdumadaan yung mga barko na bringing goods and from one country to another, from Europe to Asia and other parts of the world, to South America, North America. So very at saka African countries, lahat yung mga nagko-cross yung very key talaga yung shipping lane natin. That is puwera sa trillion or quadrillion daw ng mga ng oil and gas na meron sa area ng West Philippine Sea. Yan rin talaga ang habol ng China to control the West Philippine Sea, yung sea lanes dyan, and also to control Southeast Asia na sila ngayon ang parang lahat ng mundo dadaan at magsisip sa kanya to gain passage, to be able to pass through these sea lanes. So, continue natin. So, narinig nyo rin, sinabi niya na pwede rin nila i-hack yung mga computer natin at pwede rin nila impluwensyahan na nakita na natin niya, ginawa na ng smart magic, di ba? Sa several election natin. So, sila pwede rin nila gawin yan. Ngayon wala na yung smartmatic. Baka ito vulnerable itong bagong system, gagawin rin nila yun na ipapanalo nila yung kandidato nila or ipatalo yung kandidato na anti-China.
Sure that the transmissions of election results are secure and cannot be subjected to any cyber attack. Ensure that the campaign process is not interfered with using fake news or disinformation or malign influence. So all of these form part of what is called as threats to our national security because it.
So two things yan nga tulad ng sinabi niya, pwede impluwensyahan yung transmission of votes mismo at ipanalo yung kandidato nila, or pwede sa campaign pa lang, which nakikita ko nangyayari na ngayon. And later on, may follow-up vlog tayo, nagre-recruit na sila ng mga cyber warrior. Iba-vlog natin yan para to influence yung narrative dito na babahain nila tayo ng pro-China fake news, anti-Philippines fake news para yung yung mga fake news na yun susuporta sa mga kandidato na gusto nila at sirain yung mga kandidato na ayaw sa kanila or pro-Philippines or gusto free yung Pilipinas, free from Chinese control and influence. So very crucial yan. That's why share this blog and warn our fellow Filipino here and abroad na bantayan itong mga false narrative, mga fake news na na nakakasira sa Pilipinas and binubus ang interest ng China sa Pilipinas. Nakita na natin 'yan sa ginawa nila sa SMNI na nakipag-partner up sa kanila para upakan yung Marcos government. At yung para tanggalin yung Marcos government para ma-replace ni for Vice President for pro-China Vice President Sara Duterte to take over the control of government.
Remember, Katrina, the exercise of democratic rights or the electoral exercise is a pillar of our democracy. So if there is any threat to the integrity of the electoral process, that is a national security interest of the Philippines. That is why we need to start preparing for that as early as now.
And based on what you are seeing on the ground, as of this moment, what are the threats that you see online with regard to the possible electoral interference? Is it something as simple as the deployment of trolls, the use of troll farms, or is it something as complex as actually hacking the electronic counting of votes here?
That's right. That is something that should keep our security experts awake at night. No, it could be as subtle as troll farms or disinformation, fake news and disinformation to sway the public to a certain political thought, or it could be as serious as hacking the electoral database or interfering with the transmission of votes. No, for so long, Katrina, we have always been concerned about politicians manipulating the electoral process for their own benefit to ensure their victory. But given the complexity of the geopolitical environment we are in, and given the importance of elections in democracies, and since we have seen in foreign countries foreign interference, no, we have seen in democracies around the world foreign interference, then it would be prudent, as I said, for the Philippines to also start preparing. So I think the COMELEC should be working very closely with us at the National Security Council, working very closely with the DICT and all the agencies of government, so we can ensure that this threat is addressed before it even happens.
Okay, AD.
Thank you very much, ANC, for this video. So guys, narinig nyo na ha, from the Assistant Secretary General ng National Security Council mismo warning us. So please spread this warning. Delikado po talaga tayo, delikado. Hindi lang tayo delikado na puro na lang mga artista at mga clown at saka mga idiots ang ma-elect sa kwan natin sa Senado at Kongreso at mga local governments. Worse, mga pro-China pa ang ma-elect dyan. So pwede nila gawin yan by tampering with the transmission or votes. Or pwede rin nila isabotahe yan para mag-away-away, magkagera yung mga different political groups sa Pilipinas at kwan tayo dito magka civil war or ganon kung kung hindi tayo happy sa resulta o nakita natin na may dayaan at yung pala akala natin dito lang ginawa pero Chinese pala ang ginawa, or pwede during the campaign pa lang or starting ngayon ay impluwensyahan na nila kung sino ang iboboto natin at anong dapat ang qualification ng kandidato na iboboto natin na ayon sa interest ng China or yung mga nagpo-promote ng interest ng China at hindi interest ng Pilipinas. So klarong-klaro po yung sinabi ni Malaya, we have to do our part. And you can do your part by sharing this blog and warning people about the cautionary tale or warning binigay sa atin ng National Security Council. So we will be giving you updates on this issue, especially yung mass recruitment na ginagawa na ng mga Chinese troll companies. So for now, ito lang muna ang kuha natin, ang initial analysis dito sa issue na ito. Thank you very much for watching and see you in my next vlog.